Live and alert on the north side of the dirt. It is your man D Real coming at you with another Be Real with D Real, where edutainment is what I do. I am a little bit kind of excited about today's video because it is another action figurine, and it's a special action figurine, and it's one that's kind of near and dear to my heart because it brings back an amazing character from days of old. Let's just put it like that. But before we reveal the character and get off into the story and the figure and all of that we do with action figuring, I need y'all to do what y'all always do for me. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the Be Real with D Real page so that when new material comes out, you get it. If you're digging, what a brother shoveling. Put some dirt in my bucket, comment, like, subscribe, and share the Be Real with D Real page. Looky here. We got this 3-pack that came out earlier this year, part of the Masters of the Universe collection, as well as Rulers of the Sun collection. We got Sun Man. I know. That's a really simple name. Sun Man. But it's a character that's been around 30, almost 40 years. And you've never heard of Sun Man, have you? Okay, before I get off into Sun Man here, I want to give y'all a little bit of history because entertainment is what I do, and because I want y'all to understand where I'm coming from with this particular figure. It's been a while, but on to the history part. Looky here. Sun Man was created by Yala Eason, a mother driven to promote a positive image for her son. So in 1985, she created Sun Man, a Black American superhero character for her son and other children like him. Eason saw the need for more relevant Black toys for the underserved Black children at play market. Yala Eason came up with the concept of Sun Man after her son, Menelik Puryear, at age 3, said he could not be a superhero because he was not white. Can you imagine someone a child feeling like they can't be a superhero because that superhero isn't the same color as them, or that superhero isn't the same gender as them? Ooh, see how I worked it in there? Because Yala wanted to directly attack the issue of her son's skin color as being the limiting factor in his perception, she researched and discovered that melanin is what makes skin dark. Therefore, she decided that a positive characteristic and have all of Sun Man's powers come from his skin. She gave him the name Sun Man to reflect that the sun has energy and exposure to it can darken your skin. While researching the influence toys have on children's perceptions of themselves and the meaning of toys in early childhood development, Yala met with Dr. Kenneth Clark, who, with his wife Mamie, was famous for conducting the Black Doll study that led to the 1954 Brown versus Board of Education decision to desegregate public schools. In that study, dolls were used to reveal that segregation caused African American children to have a feeling of inferiority as to their status in the community. Dr. Clark helped Yala understand the psychological importance of positive representation in toys and their ability to convey significance in societal roles. He supported her belief that Black boys needed Black superheroes to see themselves as powerful. He added that his doll study showed that a feeling of inferiority affects the motivation of a child to learn. Imagine that. Easton made sure that Sunman's superheroism was grounded in sound character, Black representation, real inclusion, and physical and emotional strength that not only fulfilled a deficit of Black toys for play, but also a toy that reflects the possibilities of greatness for Black children. In short, Easton's story is an essential part of the emotional narrative and nostalgic appeal to consumers. Moreover, Sunman is not just a Black version of a white toy. You hear what they said there? We don't want Black versions of white things. Leave it white. Give us a Black version. It was sculpted to reflect hair with an Afro style, skin tone, facial features, designs, accessories, and comic book storyline representing a character of royal African ancestry. It has a legacy of empowerment and makes a statement of historical significance, especially to the Black community and to society in general. Whoa. So now you know it ain't just another doggone Masters of the Universe figure. That's some man in the middle and his homie Space Sumo and the enemy on the left, Pighead. Pighead. I wonder where that name came from. But anyway, these things feel and move pretty much like Masters of the Universe figures. They've got that bulky bulk feel to them and that muscular muscle look. So let's take a look at Mr. Sunman first, shall we? Yeah. Take off all the accessories. His neck wings. That's what I call them. I call them neck wings because it fits on his neck. And I'm like, okay, so we taking off the neck wings. And here you got in all his glory and all his nakedness, the one, the only Sunman. I like that fade. You know what I'm saying? They got that fade going for him. He looking nice and pull that out. Ooh, design flaw. Ooh, design flaw. I'm gonna have to throw some paint on his high top fade. But anyway, we got him being listed as one of the most powerful heroes of them all. So if we ever put Sunman in an actual Masters of the Universe cartoon, he should be able to give He-Man a run for his money, and he shouldn't get washed. At the very least, they should fight to a standstill. That's my thought. Okay, so here we got in his left hand, he's packing his Sunman shield. Sunman shielded up. And then he's got his, I don't know, I guess that's kind of a spear thingy. It looks similar to an Assegai. So let's just go with that. Let's call it that. Sunman ready for action. But wait, there's more. Sunman's got to have his phoenix wings, I believe is what they are called. And you just kind of put them on his throat area. There you go. Sunman. Ready to handle biz. That is Sunman. Sunman. His powers come from the sun because he's melanated. So, diversity, baby. You need to be ready. Who is Sunman allies in the war against Pighead? We got my homie Space Sumo here. And he's got on what they call a telekinetic mask. And so Space Sumo has hair, wow, surprisingly similar to Sunman. But we put the mask down, and Space Sumo is sumatizing folks. But he's also, because he's an Asian character, they're like, dude has to have a sword. So you have your obligatory samurai sword for Asian-based character. But I mean, if you were hearkening back to 1985, we were a little less sensitive towards what we should or shouldn't be doing with certain ethnicities of characters because we were going all out with Sun Man. And that's your man right there, Space Sumo. Not a lot of deep thinking done for these names, but I like the sentiment behind why these characters are needed. And then lastly, we're going to go with the super baddie here, aka Pighead. In all his glory, Pighead. Okay, bear in mind, Masters of the Universe. So you got that Masters of the Universe level of articulation. Very little, if any at all. So he's the bad guy. And the bad guy has a mace. He has the mace of trickery. So, if what I'm understanding is correct, this fella busts folks across the head with the mace of trickery and it tricks them. Those adventures can be whatever you want them to be as a child. And of course, my man's got a shield. So he doesn't want to get hit with Sun Man or Space Sumo's weapon. So he keeps him a nice, pretty pink shield. I notice Pighead is pretty confident in his masculinity that he's rocking that pink so tough. So that's the rulers of the sun. Pighead, Space Sumo, and Sun Man. Let me get you one last shot of the great Sun Man. Yeah, he is. Keeping the world safe from pig-headed villains. Give me this character to play with. I'll give him one heck of a story. Y'all hear me out there, Mattel and Olmec Manufacturing. Olmec, I like that name. That's your lesson on Sun Man, gang. Well, I'll get you a Sun Man now that you know the history of Sun Man. I will be coming at you with another one of them other ones. And until I do, y'all be good. Be good to each other.